What's your best not on my watch moment? I was at the mall with my teenage daughter when I heard a commotion coming from the food court. A middle-aged man was towering over a young girl who couldn't have been more than 13, his face red with anger as he shouted at her. The poor girl was frantically trying to clean up what looked like a spilled smoothie that had splashed onto the man's expensive-looking shoes. "Do you have any idea how much these cost? These are $300 shoes," he bellowed, causing nearby conversations to halt. The girl's hands were shaking so badly she could barely hold the napkins. "I'm so sorry, sir. It was an accident. I tripped on the chair," she explained, her voice trembling. The man wasn't having it. "An accident? You weren't watching where you were going because you were too busy with that phone of yours." I noticed the girl didn't even have a phone out. She looked utterly terrified, glancing around desperately for help while continuing to apologize. "My dad will pay for cleaning them. He's just in the bathroom. He'll be right back." The man scoffed loudly. "Your father should teach you some responsibility instead of letting you run wild in public places. What kind of parent raises such a careless child?" That's when I saw tears welling up in the girl's eyes. She was trying so hard to keep it together, but her bottom lip was quivering. My daughter whispered, "Mom, someone needs to help her." The man continued his tirade, getting louder with each passing second. "This is exactly what's wrong with kids today. No respect, no accountability. Your generation thinks you can do whatever you want without consequences." The girl had given up trying to clean the shoes and was now just standing there, frozen, as tears silently streamed down her face. I couldn't take it anymore. I handed my shopping bags to my daughter and walked directly toward them. "Excuse me," I said firmly, positioning myself between the man and the girl. He looked startled, then annoyed at the interruption. "This doesn't concern you, lady. This little brat ruined my shoes." I smiled calmly. "Actually, I think it does concern me when I see a grown man publicly humiliating a child over an accident." His eyes widened. "Do you know how much these shoes cost?" I glanced down at his shoes, then back at him. "I don't care if they cost $1,000. She's a child who made an honest mistake." She apologized and offered to make it right. The man's face flushed deeper. "She wasn't looking where—" I cut him off. "No, what's happening here is you're having a complete meltdown in public over something that can be fixed with a damp cloth and some soap. Meanwhile, you're traumatizing a young girl who will probably remember this moment for years." People around us were now openly watching. I could feel their eyes on us, but I kept mine locked on the man. "Is this really who you want to be? The type of person who makes children cry over accidents?" Something in his expression shifted. For the first time, he actually looked at the trembling girl, really saw her tears and fear. I lowered my voice. "We all have bad days, but taking it out on a defenseless child isn't the answer. Ever." There was a long, tense moment before his shoulders finally slumped. Without another word, he turned and walked away, disappearing into the crowd. I turned to the girl, who was wiping her eyes with her sleeve. "Are you okay, sweetheart?" She nodded, still sniffling. "Thank you. I was so scared." That's when a man rushed up to us. "Emma, what happened? Are you crying?" The girl ran to him, explaining through hiccuping sobs. Her father looked at me with immense gratitude in his eyes. "Thank you for stepping in. I was gone for just 2 minutes." I smiled. "We all need someone in our corner sometimes." As my daughter and I walked away, she linked her arm through mine. "That was amazing, Mom." I squeezed her hand. "Remember this, honey. Being a bystander is easy, but sometimes all it takes is one person to say, 'Not on my watch,' to change someone's entire day, or maybe even more."